I'm just back from a boxing workout that I pretended to enjoy. I tend to do that with all exercise. I pretend to enjoy it, or else I do it like Jacques Tati would do it. Like if I'm playing tennis, I make up me playing tennis. My eyesight is so fucking bad. It's really fun to watch. I Monsieur Hulot it up and swing my racket back and forth, or do it like the Three Stooges would do it. Um, I do it ironically. Not horrible. Irony does not burn calories, and that's the only reason that I exercise in the first place. I don't get a spawn jack out of it. I love that spawn jack story. Hi, Josh Friedman. I'm Sarah. It's nice to meet you. And I watched your video when I was in Disneyland this weekend with my daughter, and I convinced her to go on Splash Mountain with me, and we did. And we got up to where you board the log, and she was supposed to be right in the front, and she had a rare moment of restraint where she said, Mommy, I don't think I should be in the front. I think you should go in the front. And I said, okay, but it felt weird because there's no seatbelts. You just have to hold on to the rails. So she was sitting behind me, but there was this big burly guy behind her. So I felt like, well, he'll grab her if she tries to do anything. Like jump out mid-flume. Is the flume the log, or is the flume the chute that you go down? Anyway. It's mellow, mellow. They're singing Zippity-Doo-Dah. There is something disturbing. It's all a Song of the South, which Disney refuses to release on DVD, and it's because it's racist, but it's still enjoyable to watch. But the ride is sort of obscene because it's got all the Song of the South characters, but they're always like, it's just that bear's butt in every scene. Like they're pushing on his butt or, pulling on his butt, but it's just his big hairy bear butt in every diorama, whatever. But then, at the very end, you go down the ultimate chute flume thing. And because I'm in the front of the log, I'm like cantilevered out before we drop. And right at that moment, I thought, could be my spawn jack moment. And I thought, am I going to jizz because I'm terrified? And we went down, and then, of course, all the water came in, and I was so soaking wet that I don't know if I spawn jacked or not. But I did feel mildly elated, so perhaps it was a very little spawngasm. Anyway, I like your style, Josh, and I like everybody's style on here. And I did want to tell Steven Weber, there's nothing worse than getting to a place where you have to stay for a while, and I think he said you have to stay there for 6 weeks, and having it smell horrible, because it just ruins. You can't relax when it stinks like that. I rented an apartment on the Upper West Side of New York for about a month, and it smelled like vagina pantyhose. I think we all know what vagina pantyhose smells like, and the guy who lived there was like a 30-year-old guy. I don't know why his apartment smelled like vagina pantyhose. It was so gross. I was afraid that I started to smell like it, and I was going to work every day and smelling like, whew, let's not get into that. Oh, Sam Levine, I have been wanting to tell you this ever since you joined this group. I've been wanting to apologize for an incident that happened at a party several years ago. Well, we were sitting around a table, and you and I had this long discussion about our really severe childhood asthma, which we both had and were hospitalized with and everything. And while we were talking about it, I was smoking a fucking cigarette and like blowing the smoke on you. And to be fair, there were other people smoking around us, to be fair to me, but that was still so fucking rude. I feel really bad about that, so I apologize. Also, I don't know if this is okay, but I don't really care what we're doing here. I'm really enjoying seeing how it unfolds and what each individual brings in their videos, and I feel very close to you guys. And I do see one theme emerging, which is the compulsion to keep performing and the regret that comes when that is when the project goes nowhere or ends suddenly or is somehow anticlimactic. I like to share personal things about myself. Actually, I wrote a memoir about my childhood a few years ago, And I don't really care that much about sharing childhood stuff. I actually don't remember much of it since I wrote the book. I feel like I just vomited it out, and it's gone now. It was very therapeutic. I recommend writing a memoir. Um, but anyway, I like to see where this is going, and I'm fascinated by all your videos. All right. See you soon.